What's going on, you guys? AJ Tucker here with AJ Self Defense. And with school coming up, I want to talk about things that's going on in colleges. So the Title IX is something out there to protect the safety of the students. And a few years ago, I would say it was about a decade ago, a lot of schools were getting sued because they did not follow the Title IX. It was basically brushing things under the rug. So this video is about a case that's going on right now where a woman from Louisiana Tech, or a Louisiana woman, is suing 3 universities for not acting to stop an alleged serial rapist. So I want to talk about where, yes, schools are doing a better job. They're still brushing things under the rug. They are still moving their problems onto another school. And if it's out of sight, then it's out of mind. So I'm going to read this off real quick. A Louisiana woman is suing 3 universities in her state, arguing the schools failed to follow a state law that would have prevented her becoming a sexual assault victim. The woman, who identifies herself as Jane Doe in the lawsuit, is suing the boards of supervisors for the University of Louisiana system, LSU, and Lafayette Parish Consolidated Government for failing to notify each other of the presence of an alleged serial sexual assault offender who transferred between the schools. So if you are, let's say you sexually assault somebody and you're a student, you're able to transfer, but that school has to notify the other schools, and they did not do this. In 2015, while facing an accusation of sexual assault, LSU freshman Victor Daniel Silva transferred to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Well, because the thing is, he's under investigation. He's not charged, so they can't bar him from going to the school. Which, if they did that, it would have prevented the whole thing. But on the flip side, if they do that to somebody who's falsely accused, then it's unfair to that person. So it's very difficult to deal with this stuff. Let's see here. So while at his new school, he was arrested for sexual assault and placed on academic probation. Silva later transferred to Louisiana Tech, where he was once again accused of sexually assaulting a female student. He dropped out of school 3 days after the woman reported the crime, so the school never investigated. So again, they just brushed it under the rug. Unknown to Ms. Doe at the time, from 2014 to 2018, and before Ms. Doe ever met Silva, 5 women had reported Silva to Louisiana public universities and law enforcement for rape and other criminal sexual misconducts, the lawsuit states. In her lawsuit, Doe says each school violated a state law that requires schools to alert one another when one is found guilty of sexually related crimes. The law, let's see here, the law says each school must communicate with each other regarding transfer of students against whom disciplinary action has been taken as a result of the code of conduct violation relating to sexually oriented criminal offenses, not fitness. Wow. So the law requiring schools to communicate with each other was passed in 2015. So it was a brand new law. And the law was put out there for a reason. It required universities and local law enforcement agencies to notify each other when alleged sex crimes involving students occurred. So the reason why, I'm going to keep reading, but the reason why I'm making this video is because, yes, the school is there. Their goal is to try to keep you safe and give you a setting to where you can just go to school, you can go to college. But in that freshman year, you have to know that some schools will brush things under the rug. Some schools will take a problem and transfer it to something else. Now, I don't know how other students are able to find people who are under investigation. I need to find that out, but it's a very important thing to know, because if somebody is a serial rapist, it doesn't matter who is charging them for what. They're going to keep on doing what they're going to do as long as they are free. So let me keep going. It is embarrassing to our state, said J.P. Morrell, a former state senator who sponsored the 2015 law. At best, it is a complete callous disregard for what victims are going through, and not just what they're going through, but what the future victims will go through as these predators find new victims. A predator will always look for a new victim. According to the rape complaint against Silva while he was a student at LSU in 2015, he had spent the night drinking with the female student who later met him in her dorm room. According to the woman, Silva held her down with his body weight and raped her 3 times over the course of 3 hours. LSU police arrested Silva, but formal charges were never brought and the case disappeared. I wonder who this kid is. I wonder who this kid, because the thing is, normally when a young man is charged with something like this, their life is destroyed. They can't go to any other school. But this dude was able to go to another school. He got charged again. He was able to go to another school. He had his own apartment. Where does he get his money? Like, who is this guy? I was looking for pictures of him, but I couldn't find anything. So lots of, other people came up with the exact same name, but this kid did not come up. So I'm thinking he's coming from a little bit of money. Because if you got a little bit of money, you can get out of a lot of stuff. Silva then transferred to University of Lafayette, but according to the lawsuit, LSU did not tell his new school about the prior accusations against him. 2 years later, 2 more women came forward to issue complaints against Silva. One for an incident during his time at Lafayette, and one from 2010 when Silva and the 3 women were both, they were 14 years old. Oh my God. So this dude has been doing this for a long time. Man, 14 years old, he's already a serial rapist. Silva then transferred to Louisiana Tech, where he is accused of raping Jane Doe. She had attended a party at his apartment and had drunk. So he set up the trap. He had his own landscape. It was in his terrain. He had a party, his apartment, and she drank too much to drive home, so she slept over. Well, while Silva said he was going to go to sleep on the couch, Doe said she woke up with him peeling her clothes off and raping her. Doe's lawsuit accuses the universities of violating the Title IX, the federal law that prohibits institution from discrimination based on gender. She seeks an undetermined amount of monetary damages. Now, there's a case going on at Clemson where a man actually won $5.3 million for being falsely accused and just destroyed his life for 7 years. And he won the lawsuit where he was falsely accused, and he sued and he won $5.3 million. So I wonder if these other schools were looking at these to where it was like, oh, you know what? Maybe the guy didn't do this. We're gonna push this under the rug, and if they leave it alone, then we'll leave it alone. So I mean, money talks, and BS runs a marathon, And so the reason why I put this video out, because I'm training a lot of, I'm doing self-defense training with a lot of young ladies getting ready to go into college. This is that time of the year where a lot of them are doing the training, but it goes beyond physical skills. All right. 90% of these sexual incidents are alcohol related. And obviously this dude used alcohol as a weapon. In college, a lot of people are afraid of, they're gonna roofie my drink. They're gonna put this in my drink. They're gonna put that in my drink. But the thing is, if it's a 17, 18, 19-year-old girl who drinks too much, she's going to be incapacitated just from alcohol. And so the thing is, serial rapists, they're only 5% or 6% of the population, but they do 85% of the damage. That's a crazy number. So if these people can be stopped, then it will cut out a lot of, this crap. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I post this is to let people know, it's like, hey, if somebody transfer over to your school, you have no way of knowing if the school doesn't share it. So it's good to practice your own safety habits. Always stay with the buddy, have a buddy system, little things that let you, learn some self-defense, learn some physical skills that you can use. But also when it comes to alcohol, you have to have that escape plan. You have to have a buddy with you to get you up out of there. It's not just having a designated driver. That designated driver goes beyond just driving. That designated driver is the watcher, is that person who is not inebriated, who is always keeping a watch over everybody so these shenanigans don't happen. So it's crazy out there, man. College is great, it's wonderful, and it's fun. And this stuff is not happening to everybody all the time. It does happen quite often where alcohol is used as a weapon, and there are serial rapists out there. There are some people who they don't consider themselves predators, but they will victimize people and go on to live regular lives. They'll go on to live their best life. And so it is up to the universities to stop this stuff. But at the same time, it is also up to you, not just women, but also men. Men are getting assaulted as well. So it's up to men and women to protect themselves and to keep your head on the swivel and just follow some basic strategies, man, to keep yourself safe. So good luck to the parents. Good luck to the kids as you go off to college. I will see you on the next video.